So take a moment to just withdraw your attention from the external conversations. Let your body settle into a relaxed position. Bring your awareness inside your body. Let go of any tension that's hanging around. Notice if there are any anxious thoughts lingering from the day, and just welcome them. And we can let go of those worries, at least for the next few minutes. So notice how they create some tension in the muscles. And gently bring your awareness to that point, or those points. Let the muscles relax. Take a couple of deep breaths in, slow deep breaths, and release the tension as you release the breath. And focus your awareness on the breathing. Just follow the sensation of the breath as it enters and leaves the body, at the entrance to the nose. And each time the mind wanders away, just notice that's happened, let go of the thought, and gently bring the attention back to the breath. So we've been looking at purpose, intention, and how we create or don't create the results that we want in our life. I'm going to continue that inquiry for a bit. So, thinking back in your life, think of a time when you did create a result, significant result, significant for you at the time. Something that you wanted to happen, and it happened. You might possibly have had the viewpoint that it just happened to you. Well, never mind. That's okay. Just anything that stands out as a time in your life that your wishes or your goals were fulfilled. And try and bring back that event, that time, with a little bit of detail. Remember the scene, and what was it that was particularly significant? How did you feel? A sense of achievement? Or what were the thoughts and feelings that came up? And then tracing back. What was the starting point for that event or that achievement? Can you trace it back to a point in time where that possibility first arose in your mind? You recognize that this was something you wanted to happen, that was important for you. And what triggered that thought? And when the thought arose, so that idea was in your mind, and what happened then? How did that turn into possibly a decision to do something? And perhaps it didn't. But can you see how the event or your success evolved from that moment when the idea first arose in your mind? Can you see what were the conditions that made it possible for you to succeed? If you think that it was your actions, or if you don't see it that way, what were the factors, the favorable conditions that helped it to come about? So probably some of those seem to be external factors, and some of them have to do with your attitude. Maybe you had certain confidence or some determination, perseverance, Or maybe you just allowed things to happen and flow. Whatever it is for you, that you can see how you manage to create a result, or at least to not prevent it. And maybe try that same inquiry with another event going back in your life, or going maybe later, maybe earlier in your life, maybe something of a different nature, something that was important, significant, positive from your point of view. That you created, or that you allowed it to unfold. And again, bring it to mind clearly, the situation, the feelings and thoughts, why it felt important. What did you do or not do that caused that event or that success? And what was the seed that was planted earlier? What was the moment when the idea first entered your mind? Where did it come from? How does it connect with the rest of your life? It may have been many years previously, or very shortly beforehand. But can you see the connection? Can you see how the fact that this event happened, positive event happened in your life, has to do with, in some way, a seed that you planted and that grew and bore fruit? So you might notice that as you look back for the starting point, the point when the seed was planted or you made the decision, that it's not so clear because it has ancestors. Other things led up to that point. Other decisions, other actions brought your life to the point where this became something significant to take as a next step. And so as we go through our lives, it's like we're in a large park or a wood. We're walking along a track, and every so often there's a fork in the path. And which fork we take, that creates our experience. So often we have the point of view that life is just happening to us. Perhaps looking at it in this way, you can see that our life is also a product of the choices that we make, the intentions that we form, the decisions, the actions. And these results, which are what we experience, experiences that make up our lives, are the product of those actions and choices and decisions, those intentions, those seeds of ideas that somehow take root in our mind. Our other possibilities don't. The seeds fall on stony ground, or where we didn't complete the conditions, and we're left with something we wanted to do but never did. And that also is a fork in the road. And so the spiritual aspect of life is seen as a path with many forks and turnings. And often we're not at all sure of the destination, but we may be able to see to the next bend in the road. So coming back to the present moment, which is always an important place to be, especially in meditation. Listening to what comes up in your mind. What are the possibilities that are arising in your life now? The forks in the road, the choices that you may make. Which ones seem particularly significant? Spend a moment or two just looking within to see what comes up. Or maybe just pick one or two of those possibilities that have some energy around them, seem significant. And then we can use our imagination to take a little bit of a journey forward in time this time. If you followed that possibility, one of those that's arising, just pick one initially. How can you see that that might unfold? Where might it lead? So, as I've said, making a choice or taking a decision is a bit like planting a seed that we then, our life proceeds in a certain direction, and what may seem quite a small decision, if it's followed through, may lead to much bigger things. So we tend to find it difficult to recognize the full significance of decisions that we make. And just follow one of those without limiting the possibilities too much. If you were to follow this direction for another year, 2 years, 5 years, 10 years, what might it lead to? So let's come back to the present moment again, remembering the present moment is actually the only moment that is real. It's been said, the past lives in the present moment, and the future is what is emerging, what is growing out of the present moment. Nothing other than that. So right now, we'll just spend 1 minute noticing what's arising right now, the feelings and sensations in our body, images and thoughts in our mind. Just be present with what is right now. So in this present moment of our mind and body, there's an energy of life, kind of vibrant, resonant energy. And it's out of that field of energy, if you like, that is the present moment of our mind and body. Out of that grows our future experience. So right now, in this present moment, there's vast potential, vast possibilities. And just see if you can get in touch with that, recognize that truth. And allow that to be a source of joy. We have tremendous potential. So even if at this moment you might find that difficult to connect with or difficult even to believe, trust that it is so. Whatever might be getting in the way of that potential, that is not permanent and it is not invincible. It can be overcome, dissolved, transcended. So this is the potential we're going to be looking at and working with as we go through the rest of this course.